Good evening, and welcome to Moments with Mary on this historical Monday. I want to continue to offer gratitude to all heroes who have taken care of us during these pandemic times. We ask you to continue to be safe, take care of yourself and others, mask, wash your hands often, stay away from crowds, and get vaccinated. And of course, on this historical Monday, I want to salute the 1970 graduating golden class of Jackson State University. Of course, in 1970, it was referred to as Jackson State College. The 1970 graduating class walked across the stage on Saturday, May 15, 2021, and received their golden diploma after 51 years. It was indeed a glorious occasion. As you know, the 1970 class was not able to have a commencement program due to unprecedented circumstances. A celebration delayed, but not denied. Our presence Saturday, May 15th, after 51 years, paid homage to the era's fallen, the injured, and other survivors, and memorialized classmates who had passed since the May 1970 tragedy. Dr. John A. Peoples, President Emeritus, our college president in 1970, delivered the commencement address. Thomas K. Hudson, J.D., conferred and awarded the degrees. They are both Jackson State University graduates. Dr. Alexia M. Norwood led the alumni pledge. And Dr. Hudson shared this with us. He said, "To think of those men and women, their families and friends, as mere victims of systemic violence aimed at Black communities in this country is to dismiss the remarkable courage and fortitude they have shown these 51 years as survivors, who have lived their lives with grace and dignity despite the tragedy." Dr. Hudson shared this during his conferring of the degrees. The event was held on the Gibbs Green Memorial Plaza that reclaims the heart of the campus for alumni who built fond memories there long before unprecedented circumstances. So I'd just like to say congratulations, 1970 Golden Class graduates of Jackson State University. I want to encourage you to read Steeped in the Blood of Racism, Black Power, Law and Order, and the 1970 shootings at Jackson State College. The book is written by Nancy K. Bristow. And Nancy K. Bristow is a professor of history at the University of Puget Sound, where she is also a founding member of the African American Studies program. She is the author of American Pandemic, The Lost Worlds of the 1918 Influenza Epidemic, and Making Men Moral, Social Engineering During the Great War. And that is Steeped in the Blood of Racism. It's a suggested read. In reading this book, you'll learn more about the 1970 planned massacre of Jackson State University. Dr. Margaret Walker Alexander was a professor at Jackson State during the 1970s. And I want to share a stanza or two from For My People by Margaret Walker. For my people everywhere, singing their slave songs repeatedly, their dirges and their ditties and their blues and jubilees, praying their prayers nightly to an unknown God, bending their knees humbly to an unseen power. For my people, lending their strength to the years, to the gone years, and the now years, and the maybe years, washing, ironing, cooking, scrubbing, sewing, mending, hoeing, plowing, digging, planting, pruning, patching, dragging along, never gaining, never reaping, never knowing, and never understanding. For my playmates in the clay and dust and sand of Alabama, backyards playing, baptizing and preaching, and doctor and jail and soldier and school and mama and cooking and playhouse and concert and store and hair and Miss Shumby and company. For the boys and girls who grew in spite of these things to be man and woman, to laugh and dance and sing and play and drink their wine and religious and success, to marry their playmates and bear children and then die of consumption and anemia and lynching. For my people, standing, staring, crying to fashion a better way from confusion, from hypocrisy and misunderstanding, trying to fashion a world that will hold all the people, all the faces, all the Adams and Eves in their countless generations. Let a new earth rise. Let another world be born. Let a bloody peace be written in the sky. Let a second generation full of courage issue forth. Let a people loving freedom come forth. Let a beauty full of healing and strength of final clenching be pulsing in our spirits and our blood. Let the marital songs be written. Let the dirges disappear. Let a race of men now rise and take control. And that's For My People by Margaret Walker Alexander. At this time, I'd like to say again, thank you for listening and watching. Be safe, mask, wash your hands, stay away from crowds, and get vaccinated. I love you. Goodbye, and I will see you next week. Thanks again for listening and watching. I love you.